guys, ShartimusPrime here, doing another DC Multiverse wave of the Dark Knight Trilogy, Batman, Joker, Two-Face, Scarecrow, Collective Build, Bane wave. Oh my goodness, so happy to have this in hand. Big thanks to McFarlane Toys for making this possible. If you want to see the latest from McFarlane Toys, check them out, link in the description below. You get the names of the characters on the side, you get the Dark Knight Trilogy logo right over there on the top, and then on the back you get all these pictures of Bane. Well, it's the same picture of Bane, and then you have the collect to build, not build a figure, accessories or parts getting all built over there. And then on this side you get the names once again, and the windows creep up to the top. You get that Trilogy logo on the top, not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack these things open. But first, if you're trying to get your DC Multiverse figures, you can do so at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's all 5 figures out of the packaging. Well, we have Bane built right over here, which was not too difficult to do. I did have to heat up the figure though, especially with the head joint, so I recommend heating it up and then putting it together. But yeah, I haven't taken too many pictures of these so far at this moment in time. I've only messed around with them a little bit, but I gotta say, so far I do like them. Some things are questionable. I don't like everything about them, but anyway, we'll get into all the details soon enough. But first, let's get a closer look at these. We'll go ahead and start with Scarecrow. So I really like the sculpt of this Scarecrow figure. It looks really good. It's just the color choices throughout are just off model in my opinion. I just think everything's just a little bit too dark, you know, like I know the mask is supposed to be a darker color than the rest of the figure right here, or the rest of the Scarecrow wardrobe, but yeah, it should all be like a little bit of a shade lighter, right? But other than that, I like the paint applications over here. I do think it looks really cool. I like the choice. So, you know, I'd rather have this particular version than any other, you know, Dark Knight Trilogy version, because I don't want a bunch of Scarecrow or a bunch of superhero villains, you know, all in suits. It's going to remind me too much of Dick Tracy. You know what I mean? I like when they look a little bit more different from each other for the Batman Rogues Gallery. But man, look at all the dirt and paint on this thing. The texturing and the details throughout on this looks fantastic. I like how it opens up over here so you can get him on a horse. Nice looking suit. They did not just replace the suit parts amongst the figures, so they have unique suit pants and everything. Shoes look really good right over here. And he has peg holes at the bottom of the feet. As far as accessories go, DC Multiverse stand. You get the trading card right over here. Nice image of Scarecrow. Read up on the back. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. And then you get interchangeable hands. So he comes with a left hand right here and a right fist right there. It's a little tricky to swap out the hands because this is fairly firm plastic, so that is a little tricky. I recommend heating it up. And he comes with a set of not gun-holding hands. At first I thought these were gun-holding hands, but they are saddle riding hands. Yeah, so you can get him up on a horsey. Yeah, so I forgot that he rode a horse in the movie, but there you go. If you want to use the Dark Knight Returns horse, you can use that if you want to. It looks cool. Right, y'all, this is a really good looking head sculpt. Not the absolute best, but I gotta say, man, I do like it. I think it looks really cool with all the details over here. I think it's the Harvey side that bothers me a little bit more than anything. I don't know what to... This maybe the mouth right over here just looks a little bit odd. I guess maybe if this side of the mouth was closed, then that would look a little bit more fluid. I don't know. But I do really like the Two-Face side a lot. I think the bony parts right here could use a little bit of pink on them. You know what I mean? Like just going straight to those white parts. It almost looks like it was a accident or something. You know what I mean? But the rest of it, oh my goodness, that eyeball sticking out right there. I love how the teeth look. All the nasty flesh and everything. I mean, McFarlane Toys, you know, this has got Al Simmons all over it. So yeah, they nailed that part. All the Al Simmons parts look absolutely fantastic. So really happy with that. God, freaky. And then the rest of the suit looks really good. You know what I mean? The texturing right here for the shirt, the dress shirt looks really good. The tie is a little on the short side, but you know, fine. You know, and then you get the charged side right over here. So I do like that. That looks really neat. Digging this texturing that we're seeing right here. You know, you could kind of hear it. So I like that. You get the pin joints right there, which I prefer pinless joints nowadays. But I've gotten used to it with the McFarlane Toys figures. You get the coin right over there on that side. He has no interchangeable hands. He has a gun holding hand right there. I do have the weapons pack from McFarlane Toys, so I use this handgun right there. He doesn't come with it, but you can use a gun if you want to. And then here's looking at the legs, different kinds of suit pants from the Scarecrow, so it's not just the same thing over and over again, which I do appreciate. And he has peg holes at the bottom of the feet. And of course, the DC Multiverse stand and the trading card that says, "I believe in Harvey Dent." And there's a read-up right here on the back. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. Bane. I love that Harley Quinn TV show, by the way. If you have not watched that cartoon, it is hilarious. But anyway, this Bane looks great. I love the silver paint apps that you can see on the mask over here. A little touch of color around the eyes. Maybe a little on the pale side, but I guess he's supposed to, right? I don't know. Is this the right color for Tom Hardy? I can't remember off the top of my head. Having some kind of shadowing effect or paint detail for the flesh color would be nice. I did get a little bit of a scuff right over here, though. So, bummer. But yeah, the vest looks really good. I do like it. Very soft material, by the way. I like the soft, squishy material. It does look a little bit weird with the wrists. I will say that. It looks like it's an extended wrist right over here. It looks a little bit odd. You can see that we get interchangeable hands. So he has fisted hands on right there. He does have an even set of gun-holding hands, and then he has an even set of wide-open hands that he could use for holding his vest. I get a lot of sculpted wrinkles and everything right here, so it looks pretty good. Some stitching on the inside. There's your Bane butt, and the back of the Bane legs. Bane boots look pretty nice and shiny. I like that. And then they have pickles at the bottom of the feet. Okay, so this Heath Ledger head sculpt, man, I think it has some of the best paint I've seen on a Heath Ledger Joker, but not necessarily my favorite Joker face sculpt. I can't really give really good constructive criticism about this, other than I'm just not the biggest fan of it, and it may not be the face sculpt itself. It may just be the way the hair is sculpted or his back, you know what I mean? He doesn't have that jokery hunch that I like seeing. Comparing him to the NECA Toys version, you could see how the way he's got this posture reminds me a little bit more of Heath Ledger, and I don't know. I think of Heath Ledger a little bit more so with this head sculpt, but I think the paint apps on this one are a little bit more accurate to the movie. I don't know. Maybe it could have been a little bit lighter in color. Let me know what you guys think. The hair color variation is appreciated, but I don't know. I don't like the sculpt of it. I think they could have gone with a different moment from the movie or a different reference source, I guess. And then looking at the rest of the suit, it looks solid enough. There's just not a lot of paint detail in there, and you don't really notice it until you compare it to another figure. So you can see the different colors that we're seeing right over here, and we're just not seeing the same variety of colors over here. And then you get the fake chain. The other one has a real chain and stuff, so I'm not going to make it a full comparison video. He doesn't come with any weapons, but he does come with the one gun-holding hand right over there. You can give him the NECA Toys submachine gun. And I have my McFarlane Toys weapons pack, so I gave him the bazooka right over here, which was fun to use. I liked that. And I also used another gun that kind of looked like the gun that he had in the movie, but it wasn't it for sure. And then you get the pinstripes right over here, looking pretty solid. The feet look pretty good, or the shoes look pretty good right over there. I do like those. And he has the peg holes at the bottom of the feet. And of course, he just has the DC Multiverse Space stand and the Why So Serious trading card right there with the read-up on the back. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. And the money accessory. This is actually a really cool accessory. I had him kicking it. It does have a little peg for him to stand on. I don't think that's necessary. It was fine without it. But I really like how the money looks over here. I think they did a good job with the color variation. It has a nice appearance. It pops. I like it. And yeah, this is a very cool accessory. One of my favorite accessories out of all of these figures. It is hollow, and you could port it on a DC Multiverse stand if you want to. And lastly, we have the Batman. And this is actually, I think, my favorite figure from all of 5 of these. I really like this Batman figure a lot. Not that I didn't think McFarlane doesn't know how to make a Batman. Oh, they've had tons of practice, but I just didn't expect it to like this as much as I do. I think this is the last movie, right? The Dark Knight Rises version. or is it the Dark Knight? I think it's the Dark Knight Rises suit, right? It has a little bit extra glossy black right over here behind the bat signal. And then you could see, or the bat symbol anyway, not signal. And you can see differences of color right over here. You know, you have kind of like a grayish black color right there, darker tones right over here. I like the texturing. No interchangeable hands. I wish we had interchangeable hands for more of these figures, especially Batman and the Joker. And then you can see right over here, this looks really cool. Not too sharp and pointy. Haven't drawn any blood or anything like that. The cape looks good. I like how it's not super big or anything, but I really like the gold right over here for the belt and the accessories. It's like really the color that it should be. I think they really nailed that. So looks great. Again, the cape looks pretty good. It's not too big, but it looks nice. You know, I like that. It's easy on the shelf. Then the legs look pretty solid over here. The armor looks good. Can't really complain about the sculpt at all, man. I really do like how it came out. And you get treads right here at the bottom of the feet along with the peg holes. And then you also get the DC Multiverse stand. You get this trading card right over here, which is definitely from The Dark Knight Rises. And then you can see there's a read-up over here on the back. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. And then you get 3 batarangs. I'm just going to show you 2 because I misplaced one of them already. But these all look really good. I like that when you take this out of the packaging, the tape doesn't remove any of that gold paint from it. So yeah, it's in the plastic itself, not just painted that way. These are fantastic. I love them. And then you have the grapple gun right over here, which, again, I really like as well. So I'm not going to do an articulation segment on these figures. We know what it is. It doesn't really change for McFarlane Toys. I will note that both Joker and Bane have very soft, squishy material, so that does help with their torso articulation. As far as the ankles on Joker, Two-Face, and Scarecrow goes, it is tricky moving those ankles around. They are blocked by their pants a bit, so keep note of that. Again, the wrist articulation for Scarecrow is tricky to use. Anyway, to measure out these figures, you can see that they're all standing somewhere around 7.5 to 8 inches tall. I do like that Bane is the tallest one. And for a few size comparisons, not too many, you can see we have the McFarlane Toys, Bane, Two-Face, and Scarecrow figures next to the Mattel versions right over here. And I do like the head sculpt right here on this Two-Face a little bit more so, and I do like the Scarecrow colors on that figure more so than this one. But aside from that, I think these figures are much better than these older ones right over here. And for a Heath Ledger Joker figure comparison, you can see we have the Mafex version right here, and then there's the NECA Toys version with the McFarlane Toys version in the middle. And of course, I do like the articulation on this figure the most. It is unfortunate that I cannot get that left hand to reach around to double hand the bazooka. So that is a little frustrating. Same deal with this one right over here. But amongst the 3 of these, I feel like the NECA Toys figure has the best head sculpt, but not the best articulation. So it's kind of what you want for the collection more than anything else. But yeah, this one does have the best head sculpt, I think. And for a Bale Batman figure comparison, you can see the McFarlane Toys version next to the Mafex version right there. Thank you, Devils Do. Unfortunately, I did break the leg. Oh, big time bummer right there. I have to send that to Bill Maru and hopefully get that fixed. But I did want to bring back the NECA Toys Joker really quick because, I don't know, these might scale together. I don't think he was that much shorter than Bale, but I don't know. It could work maybe. Then for McFarlane Toys Cinematic Batman figure comparison, you can see we have the Batflack right there and we have the Battinson, and I really do like all 3 of these figures. McFarlane Toys knows how to Batman. I'm right. If you think I'm excited for the new Keaton Batman figure from McFarlane, can't wait to get it. Then here's all 5 figures. Next to your average 6-inch scale figure, we have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Oh man, I'm tired of getting beat up all the time and being everyone's punching bag. Nah, I'm out of here. I quit. Just kidding. April Fools. No, but for real, I quit. Just kidding. April Fools. No, but for real, I'm out of here. Just kidding. April Fools. I quit. Just kidding. April Fools. I quit. Just kidding, April Fools! So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, I ask you to please hit that like button, and if you are new here and you're not subscribed, or if you're old here and not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. It all helps the channel grow, helps me continue making content to help you make choices in your purchases. I'm not here to sway you one way or another. I'm here to inform you and to hopefully have a good time as well, because good times are much needed these days, right? So I hope you guys had fun watching the video. I had fun making the video. Now, not all of these figures really made me happy. I gotta say, wasn't totally pleased all the way through. The Joker head sculpt disappointed me a little bit, and there's some weird things with the articulation. Heating things up is a frustration, but I was able to get everything to work. To rank them, I would say the Batman figure is my favorite. Number 2 is the Bane, and then number 3, Two-Face, then Joker, and then Scarecrow at the bottom of the list, just because I think the color scheme is just straight up wrong with that figure. But it still looks good as far as the sculpt goes, and that makes me happy. But yeah, the color scheme is just off on that figure. So, you know, I wish we got more interchangeable hands, more guns. I do have the McFarlane Toys weapons pack, so that does help things. I know that they're doing that on purpose to help, you know, fulfill our needs as collectors. So I think that's still cool that we have that option. But anyway, these 5 figures right here as a whole group, I'm pretty happy with them overall. I am. And at that price point, around $25 a figure, I'm going to give this set a SUD rating of...
It's not too bad.
Because even with gripes in there, man, like, the price point is really good. Like, I feel like you're getting a lot for your money with these McFarlane Toys figures. You know, even though, you know, I feel like some things fell short, I still think it's a pretty good deal. I'd like to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. If you want to see the latest in action figure news, you can find it all over at toynewseye.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot. And I will catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.